have a lot of topics to do and a lot of new technologies that will affect our business in the future. So, first of all, why we are talking about autonomous vehicles, precision farming. I want just to recall 2 years ago we had a workshop here about the topic of feeding the world in 2050. And here we have, in 2014, in fact, John Foley, who is the director of the Institute of Environment, on this magazine, National Geographic, he gave a big paper about the new food revolution. Why this is so important? Because today we are 7 billion people, and in 2050 we will be 2 billion more. And there is a very big challenge for all of us to feed 2 billion more of people. And the question is, where we will find enough food to feed 9 billion people? And the other question is it possible to do this one without overwhelming our planet? So this is the background of what is all the discussion about the world in 2050. So if we consider our Earth, our planet, we have about 196 million square miles of surface, but this is globally. If we just consider the ice-free land, it is only 50 million. And of these 50 million, we have seen that 23 are not developed, because we have forests, high mountains, and so on. On the remaining part, we have a portion of the about 27 million square miles. And of this, again, there is a part that is not occupied, because it is dedicated to erosion, urban areas, roads. And finally, the small portion for us, the agricultural area is only 19.4 million square miles. So there is a very small portion of the planet that we can use to feed all of those people. And this is the overall distribution where the agriculture is existing. So dedicated for pasture and cropland. So you see that there is a small portion of this surface of our planet. So what was the challenge is to go directly from the farm to the fork, so to our table, and the mechanization of the food production is really rising very high level of process automation. So we are moving in a direction where the food is produced directly without that the human hands can touch this production. It is fully automatized. And here, high technology is working a lot in order to give benefits in terms of precision and efficient treatment of water, seeds, fertilizer, and everything. So we are working in the direction to have untiring production at any time of the day, seven days a week, and in every weather condition. And robotic is the technology that is heavily used in the automation of crop production. The word is agrirobotic, which is agriculture plus robotics, and these agrirobotics will play a very important role in the next decades in order to create a sustainable process to provide food for all the population. I hope, can you hear me or?
Now yes.
Now yes. Okay, please advise me. Okay, so this is a possible scenario where we can also have urban farming, because of course we have seen that those portion of the surface is not occupied for farming. We can have traditional or advanced machines or a new set of vehicle generation, completely automatized without man-manned. So the scenario is very wide. Today, what we see in our current product is that there is already a high level of machine process automation. So we are improving the performance of the machine using automatic algorithm. We are maximizing the productivity of the machine, reduce the operator fatigue, and maintain a high level of productivity of the whole machine. So, in the past, we were more talking about some stage of automation. No? So we have implemented some process in the machine. In the next decades, we will go towards autonomous drive, fully autonomous vehicles. And in the tractor, there is a big competition to do this. So if we look in the magazine, we can see that the first tractor, fully automation, is this one, Green Boat, who was presented in Agritechnica 2015. And we know that there are a lot of prototypes, but these vehicles has been sold. So this is the big difference. This is autonomous tractors that has been presented and sold. And here, the CEO of this company, a Dutch company, said that they have developed in 2 years, and the cost of these tractors is between $120,000 euro up to 150,000. And here maybe you can have this is the movie of Okay, so this was the first autonomous vehicles that was on the market and was bought by a customer. In 2016, August, CNH has put has advertised a new autonomous tractors, and I think that Antonio will show you more about this one. So I will skip this portion because it will be the topics of presentation of Antonio Mazzia. So also CNH has produced a fully autonomous tractor. The difference is that this is not on the market. And I want to show you where our This is Utah, and maybe some of you remember 2 years ago the president of ASI was here in this room to present his company, and he is the major partner for us to develop autonomous tractors. And this is the area where they can also simulate the urban scenario, striping and signage. So basically, the future is to have a base station where all the autonomous tractors, combines, vehicles are in the field, and there is a control station that can manage the complete fleet of autonomous tractors. But which are the key challenges for the farmers, especially for the small farmer? So they have old equipment, and they are not they are analog, so they need to this equipment should be equipped with digital technology. They need to extend their skills about media. Telecommunication infrastructure are not adequate in rural areas. There is the issue to have data protection. And once these data are produced, they need to be collected. And I think again, Antonio will give you the indication how CNH is moving in this direction. And of course, standalone solutions are not recommended because this is more an integrated environment. So let's continue to see the challenge for agriculture 4.0 and for autonomous vehicles. So if we see there is a lot of technology that is on the market, but farmers are not aware of these potential technologies and benefits for their activities. And furthermore, it's very important to calculate the return of investment for this technology, because they spend a lot of money and they need to understand which is really the return on their investment. The government is trying to push a lot of this kind of innovation because they see that this is the only possible way to go. But if we look on the other hand on the autonomous vehicles, we see that the biggest issue is liability. And also safety issues are very important topics for autonomous driving. First of all, a safety issue. And here you can see what can happen. I don't know who is the producer, the manufacturer of this autonomous driving. On the other hand, I think that but the question is what about autonomous vehicles? And now I switch in the area of Paolo Spinelli for Fiat cluster. So, can we convince them to use autonomous driving in India? Or again, autonomous vehicles in Vietnam? So I didn't put the picture of my city in Naples, otherwise it's, it's very similar. So I think that in this situation the problem is not the autonomous vehicles. So the big impact that everybody knows is liability for autonomous vehicles. And this is the major obstacle, and I see that in the future will be very difficult to manage this topic. When there will be an accident like the other one, who is responsible for this accident? The company, the user. And the other big issue, as I told you before, is the return on investment. Because you need to spend a lot of money, and you need to understand exactly which is the return for the small farmers or the medium farmers. So let's move now in the other topic about Industry 4.0. As you know, we are talking about the fourth generation, fourth industrial revolution, and everything is based on cyber-physical systems. So there is nothing new. We are using the same technology than in the past. In fact, someone says which is the difference between the third revolution, where we have already used the digital manufacturing, virtual engineering, and everything. The problem is that now there is internet everything, there is a connection, so you can acquire data, manage, have a good communication, and these are the main area of interest where we are heavily involved. And the other big issue is about human and robots. So you know, most of you know that there is a big competition, not today, because most of the people say that machine will replace humans, and there will be a problem for the population. And here, this study is very interesting, because I didn't went inside for this presentation, but it is a great study, because for each type of work, McKinsey has evaluated if it is possible to replace with a machine, and which is the level of replacement. And also, he also found out which are the jobs that are difficult, that are not possible to replace. But to the future, we are optimistic, and we think that there could be a future of collaboration, collaborative robotics, where humans and robots can work together. I think that this is a possible scenario. Anyway, this technology will have an impact, a very big impact on the occupation of our people. On the other hand, on Internet of Things is a big business, and as you see here, there is the link for the full study, but this is the whole value chain for Internet of Things. And you can imagine for each of these stages that are involved, the top player. So for example, in the sensing, they are involved in all the top players, Samsung, Bosch. And for each of these one, you see all of the top players are trying to push this market, and this is because this is a big business. We estimate the estimation is about 33 trillion of euro in the next 20-25 years. So that because all of those people are talking about Internet of Things. And here, with this study of Frost and Sullivan, you can see that most of those technology are affecting our business, and this is a to manage the business, to create innovation. But I wanted to show you this picture, who was very nice, and I took from this paper. So basically, if we see that also our highly talented supervisor can be destroyed by the weight of all these tasks. But in reality, if you think in our job, we have a lot of inputs. And this is nice because this is this boss that is never present when he needs support. But this picture gives us the evidence that in reality, without this technology, will be more and more difficult in the future to manage the business. So, but I wanted to conclude this small introduction with this sentence. That the digital revolution is not only about technology, this is more about people. And you see what happened today. I think that all of you that has a son, daughters, can see this effect, maybe also we. And the impact of this technology on our people is really very big, and we need to manage this one. Okay, I think that this was my last slide, and now I ask Dominic to join me on